an unusual team fight who is not necessary. But again,
VEC.
like we've said, VEC,
they listened.
They learned their lesson.
They listened to us, Manji.
They learned their
out
lesson.
the Kimmy. But SUNSPARKS says also they're listening. They will not let Hyde have his own Harith, and this time SUNSPARKS will deny it.
They're listening to the stream. That is a Grok ban for you. The Esmeralda is open for kill BJ, but VEC Fantasy main, what is their opener right now? The X-Borg is available for the taking.
The Kufra as well.
The Kufra and the Hylos.
Oh.
All right.
I'm actually surprised that Hylos was sort of not famous anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
after a day, right?
After a day, or maybe after 2 days of seeing so many Hylos plays, we are now seeing a little bit of action from the Centaur that we know and love. And VEC Fantasy main, their previous picks and mans, as you're seeing right now, it's the Chango and the Cloud. Okay. Let's see if they will use it. Masha is the ban for SUNSPARKS, so it's X-Borg instantly picked by the side of Team VEC Fantasy main.
Here we go. The strength of this hero.
XB.
You have the fire stacks. You have the Piraga armor on your arsenal to sustain damage, and sometimes we see this with the retribution. Let's see if that's the way to go. Meanwhile, SUNSPARKS, there you go.
Oh ho ho!
It is the Reflesha Kufra.
The championship Kufra.
The championship Kufra is here.
Championship Kufra from Reflesha and Fuzaken with this nice Kaja. The only problem we have with SUNSPARKS right now is that they already revealed their back-to-back support duos, which, you know, really is not the way to go. But VEC Fantasy main, they pick up back-to-back the Lolita as well as the Esmeralda.
This is quite good for VEC Fantasy main. They're very tanky right now. 2 heroes are pseudo tanks. And SUNSPARKS will answer with a pseudo fighter in their own. They have the TAM. So both of these teams going for the sustain game supports. What they lack is the mage right now. What will Hyde play? Hyde will play the Esmeralda.
Maybe Esmeralda.
But what will Broly play?
You know what? They also picked the Esmeralda Harith sometimes, and they were successful with it, but of course, Harith this time is not available. I'm looking at my stats right now, looking at what they play with Esmeralda, and I'm actually surprised that right now they don't really get the Esmeralda that much.
This is a counter pick against KLBJ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, Manjin, Esmeralda has only been picked twice. By the side of VFM during their series against RRQ, and they lost with it. And they banned out the Lunox because you don't want to give it to SUNSPARKS.
Yeah, you don't want to give it to Kill. So it's going to be Hyde versus Kill here. SUNSPARKS taking their time on banning a hero. So they eliminated the carry.
It should be the Granger.
It should be the Granger this time. Like, you're right, the only one left, or probably the Bruno.
Yeah.
But again, Team SUNSPARKS, they have the first priority pick since they're in the red side. So there are no more marksmen for the side of VEC Fantasy main unless they do want to get this Bruno who has low win rate.
Very low win rate.
In M1.
Maybe Akai Claude maybe for team. Or the Hellcurt. Okay, so this is their choice on going with the Esmeralda. They won. They actually lost the game against RRQ with this Esme and Hellcurt combination. But, you know, maybe this is totally different this time. Wow.
Wow, okay.
Chang'o this time for SUNSPARKS. So instead of the Kimi, instead of a marksman, they go for a mage with a cover fire mechanic as well. So SUNSPARKS, it's technically the same composition.
It is the bang, bang, bang strat, like you've said. Whoa.
SUNSPARKS with the bang, bang, bang.
Like you've said, man.
Wow.
Don't do this at home. No, I'm kidding. SUNSPARKS, again. Even though there's the Lolita Bulwark Shield, I think their plan is just to bait it out and just poke everyone and just go for steals.
Yeah.
Because one of the main strengths of this Chango pick is you can go for the buff steal from afar.
because of the meteor shower if you do commit it. Now this is gonna be the problem, however, because compared to the last game, this time Team Philippines, Team SUNSPARKS, they will have to face against the Hellcurt. Hellcurt is not like the Claude before, with the Claude having to farm up so much before being able to participate in fights. This is a Hellcurt. Can push the tempo, can be fast-paced, and once he pops that ultimate, it won't matter if you have extreme amount of range. If you cannot see what you're trying to hit, it's not gonna work.
It is, of course, the direct answer for the Chango, but let's see if KLBJ does have this Zen mastery. As we say it, the spider sense.
The spider sense is taken away from the
Hellcurt. You can just pop your ultimate from everywhere and just hope for the best.
Maybe.
Right? Just hope for the best.
It's game number 2 coming right up for this series of SUNSPARKS versus Team VEC Fantasy Main. This is amazing.
This is is this the last game for Team Vietnam?
Is it gonna be there?
Is it the last game? Because again, when you play in the main stage, when you know that it is the last game, you will definitely play it safe. That's why they do have the sustain lineup. But I'm guessing that it's going to be hard for this Hellcurt. Because he is the one to flank out Team SUNSPARKS from side lane and from everywhere.
So actually, there is a different approach for VEC Fantasy Main. We're gonna see the Celestial Palace this time. Blue side, that's VEC Fantasy Main from Vietnam. Red side, that's SUNSPARKS. But of course, the members of Team Philippines. And now, moments before what probably could be the last game for VEC Fantasy Main, it's getting more difficult by the second.
It is.
For Team Vietnam.
Remember that we do have the championship Kufra for Team SUNSPARKS.
That is also true.
And I do feel that Raflesha is one of the players who is top dog in playing this hero. Will SUNSPARKS eliminate VEC Fantasy Main or VEC Fantasy Main? Can they push this to game number 3? KLBJ is the one using the Chango. And same tactic as you've said, the bang 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 strategy for Team Philippines.
VEC Fantasy Main, this is important. They want to go for the invades this time.
I like it.
The pressure against this Granger already. Flesha will have to back down this time.
They will give D-Max the Crimson Lizard, but Fuzaken is there. He knows, but Team VEC Fantasy Main is, they are also ready for the potential ambush of this Kaja.
But they are not getting anything out of this. They do fend off the members of SUNSPARKS. But if you look at it, they did not take the buffs. So if you think clearly, SUNSPARKS, they're still pretty happy with what happened. Oh, the stun! Very nicely done. But of course, the crab coin, it's still gonna favor Hyde. That's the Esmeralda.
That is a clutch Stardust dance there for Hyde to get this extra 150 gold from this crab coin. Meanwhile, Tini having a high win rate for this X-Borg. Like what you've said, the Team VEC Fantasy Main, they do want to play it safe. Not really risky on taking the Crimson Lizard, even though there were 4 of them on that specific venue.
Don't want to be overly aggressive against your opponents. Nice steal coming out from the Chango. We were talking about this, Manjin. The buff steals courtesy of the Meteor Shower. SUNSPARKS don't even need a retribution at this point.
And we can now feel the tension here.
The tension is high.
For VEC Fantasy Main, as they're very confused ongoing, like what buff do we take first? SUNSPARKS is always there to either steal it or just contest it and just bait out skills or just force out something out of VEC Fantasy Main. That is the last hit.
There's the Dark Knight Pulse.
There's the Dark Knight Pulse, as you've said. That's so natural.
Raflesha with the ultimate.
Raflesha with a 4-man Siren's Revenge. And that will give SUNSPARKS the first blood, make that 3 heroes falling down for Team Vietnam.
Championship Raflesha Kufra now showing up in the big stages, in the world stage. Catching 4 members, I think, or even 3. We're gonna see the replay. There you go. Beautiful plays. That's 4. pinned down against the wall, stunned up and controlled by the Tyrant's Rage of this championship, Kufra.
That wasn't even a wall. That was the edge of a wall. And that's how you use the Kufra, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0-1.
Reflection says, now kiss.
Now kiss.
And onto the bottom side of the map, he's actually trying to control the members of VEC Fantasy Main. There's the Death Sonata already actually.
Alright.
That is
very unusual. Here we go. That is, of course, the Dark Knight Force. Tremble, says the Hellcurt. But again, the damage is quite low for the side of VEC. Another Tyrant's Rage. This is VEC Fantasy Mage fight. But man, they're not doing anything because they do lack the damage. Man, SUNSPARKS, only one hero will die, but I guess VEC Fantasy Main will take that.
And Renzo up top will be able to push up the turret. You have to take note, did purchase the mask, so this is a very heavily farmed hero. And KelVJ, the king, once again, with the steal on the buffs.
The steal is real. It's the real deal. 3-1 VEC Fantasy Main on a very tight situation right now. They need to get Lucky going. They need the Hurricane Dance in order for Hyde to land the ultimate, to land the Falling Star Moon and land all of these damage. Because, man, it's still early for Broily to get online.
Oh, the stun connects on the T-Max, but T-Max puts up the shield. This is the Shadow Mask picked up by the Kaja, so Fusaken can use this conceal to initiate against their opponents. They're actually in here. Fusaken jumps, but will not commit to anything. They still want to take this turtle, but they are doing everything. They're taking away everything.
Even the Gargoyle,
Even the Gargoyle from VEC Fantasy Main.
Wasn't doing anything to them. There you go. That is the Hurricane Dance. Is this the VEC Fantasy Main show? Let's see. But again, that is another counter goal from the bouncing ball of Team SUNSPARKS. And they're chasing Broily. No damage.
No
the side
damage.
Of VEC Fantasy Main.
Look at KelVJ actually manning up. There is Reflection with the stretching. Not going to land on anything, but the turtle will be taken by the taps. That's going to be in favor of SUNSPARKS as they chase Team. This time the stun connects. The slow is there as well. The control is real and they take out the export.
The setup was good, but the damage is bad.
Not enough
damage.
SUNSPARKS are winning these fights that VEC Fantasy Main are starting because, like you said, they don't have the damage. And Fusaken will just recall away. The stickers are out.
This is obviously a very uncanny way to play the Hellcurt. Usually we see Hellcurt just pushing out the side lane, wait for his power spike, and then he will join team fights. But VEC Fantasy Main, too pressured right now. They're using the Hellcurt, but again, it lacks the damage. So what can they do? They're just standing there and they just do immediate disengage.
Even with the usage of the Dark Knight Falls, man, Gene, they're not getting the advantage now, Gene. My goodness, the wraparound coming up from Renzo. Can they take the expert? Yes, they will. There's Reflection. The stun, it will not connect this time as Lucky will use. I think that's the sprint.
Yeah.
From this Akai.
I like the defense coming in from SUNSPARKS. They don't want to give this mid-tier tower, of course. Oh my
goodness.
Guacamole, holy moly. I don't know what I've said, but Reflection, he came to play.
He came to play here in Malaysia. This Reflection with the stuns 2-0 and 3 for this guy. Now he still is being a bug against VEC Fantasy Main, but have to back down right now. Being chased by Teen. There's the last Insanity, and it will be there to burst down. Finally, stop Reflection.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
All right. VEC Fantasy Main says, hey, time out. Time out.
Time out.
Time out. Wait.
Let's chill.
Let's chill. Let's chill. We need to get this turtle. We had Reflection. Reflection is down right now. 9 seconds to the dead timer.
Meteor shower, by the way.
Meteor shower. Oh man, the Kaja sealing the turtle. But again, this is Broly here in the bottom lane.
Okay. Again, this is just like last game, right? They are not afraid, but while it's happening, the Falling Star will have to be used to back away. Contra Inferno, they're marching forward. SUNSPARKS, they want to kill Esmeralda, and they will. Double kill for JP, making a triple as they take a Lolita. My goodness, SUNSPARKS.
Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression,
from
indeed.
This Kaja from JP. Buza can. Sure you can. Put all of the damage.
Oh, the stun!
Oh
Reflection connects with it once again. Teen will have to back away. The Tyrant's Rage will not connect, but it doesn't matter. They still take the turtle. The turret, I mean.
There you go, and they're eyeing Broly. Broly, where are you?
Broly!
Where are you, Broly?
Oh, no!
Oh, that's whack play!
Oh!
I'll give that a 10! I'll give it a 10, ladies and gentlemen!
10 out of 10. We'll see the U-Mobile replay.
Look at the hang time, man! Oh!
The hang time.
The hang time!
Hang time, bang time!
The hang time, bang time from the first skill!
SUNSPARKS.
Dude, I think that Renju knows. He just wants to do some. He just wants to do some swag.
He just want to pull it back with the sights, right?
With the sights,
now,
right?
another connection, and of course the damage is real. SUNSPARKS, they get everything that they want this game. 28,000 gold compared to 21,000 of VEC Fantasy main. And if you look at JP, that's 4-0-6, 10 out of the 12 kills, including this Granger.
Yes, it's because of the balloons.
It's the balut.
I do feel that
oh,
it's about
no
the
way.
balloons from coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Rafflesia, man.
And another coast to coast play. The Dark Knight Falls has to be forced out by VEC Fantasy main just to not be lassoed by Fuzaken.
What can VEC Fantasy main do? They're really having a hard time. They cannot initiate. They can't do something. The tension is real. Team SUNSPARKS, they're eyeing this Lord. T-Max is here. That is lucky. Will he be lucky? No. He ain't, ladies and gentlemen. More heroes.
Oh, this is good though. Esmeralda is here in the middle of the fray, shutting down the Granger. That's a double kill for the Esmeralda. This is the Hellguard this time. Can they go for the cleanup play? No.
Dude,
it looks like LBJ. Reflection is still here, receiving the deadly poison stickers. Will be taken up by the Django. Reflection has to run away. Esmeralda connects on the Django this time. The shutdown. 3 kills for Esmeralda. That's really good for VEC Fantasy main.
All right. It is a comeback hide. Can't hide from me, bro.
Amazing.
There you go. Amazing. That is the
right,
mentality. And that is the mega kill. Hyde is now here. He is now online. He has his power spike. 4, 2, 1. Quite a fight right here.
Very nicely done coming out from VEC Fantasy main. They know that only what they have to do is to look for the backlines. Have Hyde go to the backlines with a falling star moon and pick off his opponents, who's again overstepping his bounds. And SUNSPARKS, oh, what are you doing? You're letting go of the control of the mid game.
Yes, indeed. VEC Fantasy main still got this.
They still are alive.
They still are alive.
They're still alive.
7-14. This is what you. This should be the discipline for Team SUNSPARKS, not to overcommit if you have the early game advantage. Even though Broly is not here, this is still the Hellcurt. Whenever he goes for the Dark Knight Falls, he can just immediately back off and my job here is done.
And look at this, VEC Fantasy main, they've already split the deficit. They cut the deficit. So they say. 3,000 now. Rafflesia finding 2 members of VEC Fantasy main was stunned up. But just zone out the members of VEC Fantasy main. They're actually staying in here. Not scared at all from the possible initiations from SUNSPARKS.
Alright.
You have to take that Fuzaken did buy the necklace of Durance.
Yeah, to counter. To counter.
The healing.
To counter. They need more damage right now. VEC Fantasy main, lucky. Popping that ultimate. Oh!
Domino Blast connects, Esmeralda jumps in, the damage is there, unstoppable. Is this Esmeralda? That's gonna be JP down for the counter. Reflection, saving his teammates, using the ultimate just to let SUNSPARKS back down.
Broly is here, coming in. Here comes Renju with the side, ladies and gentlemen, but Hyde and company, they're polishing them. They're portionizing him, but the king himself with a meteor shower, showering onto the heroes of VEC Fantasy, but the fight is not over. That is the silence for Broly.
Oh no, there is Renju still fighting, no more contra Inferno, but it's still, the life still is real. There is gonna be KLBJ, Rafflesia with the shutdown. Oh my! SUNSPARKS, that's a bloodbath against VEC Fantasy main.
Rafflesia, the championship Cupra, eyeing Broly. Where are you going, Mr. Broly?
Okay.
Okay, goes to Ghost. That is the sidestep from Broly. That is the blink. That is, of course, the ball.
It's a shower from the king! From the king!
Shower! The king! Rafflesia with a good lob to the king.
The lob from Rafflesia to help his teammates. The stun will not connect, and the stickers will be popped. While this is happening, SUNSPARKS, they're taking care of the Lord.
This is just Rafflesia being Rafflesia, man.
Just Rafflesia things.
Okay, is that the last hit? No! The Numinum Blast won't do anything.
JP's alive!
Still alive! And the king wrecking havoc. Oh my! That is the first Lord for you, SUNSPARKS.
Wow.
Having
this
a
game,
good advantage.
Managing this game, I thought that it will be one-sided after the first few minutes, but VEC fans, they're really showing up this time.
Yes.
They're showing resilience against the Filipinos, but SUNSPARKS was able to find that very important victory, that very important objective, taking the Lord this time.
JD, oh my, Rafflesia once again. That is of course a Dark Knight Force. Falling Storm coming in for the Esperanza, but the Detonata is just too much. That is the first kill of the Kaja hitting onto 2. And the Clans will slay heroes. Killing streak coming from the meteor shower.
3 down!
3 down! 3 down! Soldier down!
Soldier down!
Says SUNSPARKS, and they will go out with a bang! They get the bang, 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 as the song says. SUNSPARKS, they will go to the next round.
It's all about the long-range damage. The king showing up. JP with the blaze as well. VEC Fantasy main, they fought hard. They gave everything they could, but they just can't win it against the SUNSPARKS. SUNSPARKS will take the game 2-0. Wow. So much intensity there, Magine.
The Filipino pride is alive.
But the Rafflesia Kufra,
the Rafflesia Kufra is just...
That is one for the books.
It's just